Hello there, and maybe even welcome back. Do you like sea creatures? Maybe even like colorful corals? Well, too bad. They're all going to die in the near future. But what is currently not going to die is Arknights. And oh, wow, would you look at that? Arknights has a cute coral operator, the adorable Reaper god Highmore. Ooh, wow. So good. Welfare. And my mission today is to simply show that Highmore is actually a decent unit and worth using, on top of being a pretty damn good waifu. So first off, who or what is a Highmore? As I mentioned already, she is a guard of the Reaper archetype, which is among the better archetypes in an already strong class, unlike Crushers. Reaper guards are units which are able to hold down lines and deal with swarms of enemies by dealing AoE damage. But unlike traditional AoE guards, they can't be healed but recover HP upon attacking. And also only have 2 block while also attacking the tiles to their side and not in a straight line. So are they just better or worse than AoE guards? No, just a side grade offering a different playstyle and different unit-specific niches in their skills. At the time of making this video, we currently only have 2 Reapers on Global, both being 5-star. La Pluma, who's in the gacha pool, and Highmore, who's a welfare from Cyrilla Arbor. In the future will also be the 4-star Humus and the recently on CN released Executor, the Ex-Forderer, whatever the fuck he's called, another Alta. And in this video we will only focus on Highmore specifically and compare a little bit to La Pluma if needed. As a welfare unit, she has all her potentials easily available, which I usually consider a nice plus compared to other gacha units. Especially to how shit it is to get a specific unit outside of their release banner, even rate up due to Arknights' stupid big pool. If you look at her stats in a 5-star guard vacuum, which is honestly a bad way to look at units in general, she ends up being at the middle end for attack and very low for HP, but Reapers are an offensive archetype, so their best defense is to just kill a bunch of shit. Yet they also have a rather high defense surprisingly, I don't know why. So overall La Pluma wins out over Highmore in regards to pure offense, that's also gonna stay like that, but Highmore isn't done yet. While La Pluma has 2 offensive skills, which one is for consistent DPS and one for burst, Highmore has 1 skill for DPS, and the other one truly actually matters for big brain doctors in this game. Making her win out far over La Pluma because having great DPS is boring. So many units have great DPS. It's just boring at this point. You have so many kill buttons. You have your Silver Ash, your Surters, your Minas. Like, who the fuck needs DPS at this point? First off, Highmore has 2 talents, and not just the average one. Her first talent makes her recover elemental damage per enemy hit based on block count. This talent is great because with every fiber of my being, I hate and despise elemental damage. It is the worst damage type, and every enemy capable of inflicting it can go fuck itself in a deeper depth of Eldritch Ocean monster hell. Her second talent gives her a bit more attack speed and a great +1 block. Well, what do you mean it only works in IS-3? Yeah, someone at Hypergrip was scared of giving us too much of a good welfare unit, and not only made her second talent only available in IS-3, and not even all integrated strategies versions. I really hope that person steps on a sharp coral and wanting to enjoy their vacation at the beach. We already took a glance earlier at her skills, but let's go over them in more detail. Skill 1, Surrenderance from Hindsight, is first of all a way too long name. At Mastery 3 it only has a SP cost of 2 and when uses increases attack and attacks twice. This is only just really great consistent DPS. And foolish players will rightfully go for this skill because of course you want your offensive guard to deal damage. But you fools, you haven't even looked at her skill 2 yet! Skill 2, Evanescence from Paranoia, is another way too long name, but at least it has good music and I will stand by my inner edgelord and die upon that hill. It gives Highmore more attack and also gives her access to the best niche for survival, dodging. With 60% dodge at Mastery 3, she is slightly more likely to win the coin flip, and now she gets extra HP if something dies in her range, not just when attacked by herself. With skill 2 she becomes a meme tank which only high level doctors know to appreciate. If you don't like gambling, then why even play gachas, so obviously skill 2 is the better choice. La Pluma can't dodge, and neither can the other upcoming Reapers, so Highmore is therefore the most appealing one for the average gambling-addicted player. Do I need to elaborate further? I don't think so either. Okay, Highmore is an actual good unit that every single player can get and is a great addition, especially for players who have no solid option for lane holders that can get rid of waves of enemies yet. Reapers overall are one of the few units that you can just bring to any stage and will find a good use for them quickly. Highmore specifically will shine more if used on stages that have enemies who attack you with elemental damage. It isn't even rare anymore to encounter such enemies, as big varieties of them exist by now. Nervous, Corrosion, Burn, Necrosis all count under elemental damage. Both IS modes feature plenty of those, and then there is also the summer event enemies, Armorless Union, Asshole Dublin Fire Gang, and some new Sakas, and there will be more added into the future. Personally, I would recommend building any Reaper that you prefer, but Highmore is going to be the objectively best one, honestly, just look at her, she's adorable as all hell. But jokes by side, she has a actual useful niche and she is just available to everyone. If you do not count the small grind that you need to do for her, which doesn't even cost sanity. Jokes aside, I wanted to simply give an overview of a unit I personally enjoy using and think needs some love. A lot of people only ever focus on the huge meta-changing operators, which yes, are a lot more valuable simply due to their power, no one is gonna disagree on that, but the aspect of cost to value and simply availability is often overlooked. 5 stars are the most unfortunate rarity due to having a rather high cost while not offering the huge power of most 6 stars and competing with 4 stars, being extremely cheap and often just as effective, if not better than their 5-star options. So if your roster is currently missing what Highmore provides, she's worth looking into, while also simply being a fun unit to use. A fun unit is something that everyone sees different, but for me personally, a unit is fun if their kit breaks the mold a bit, while also still staying usable and effective in their specific role. And I think Highmore absolutely does that. So maybe give this Coral a shot, give her some love. And I'm now just gonna leave you with my final clear of this stupid boss. I wish you all good luck in integral strategies, and bye bye!
Not one step backward. 出番はまず受ける隙は与えません。Unforgivable。狙いを定めて発射。君たちには何の恨みもないけど、生きるとはそういうものさ。No mercy for me.